sometimes you buy something and you don't know what to do with it. Now, I live in a little French Normandy cottage, and I don't have modern things at all. But I saw this one day. I think I bought it at Steinmart. I'm not really sure. But this is something, now this would be something for your flower show. So what do you do with it? You get, now these pin holders are great if they hold the water. And you get your can of spray it whatever color your gorgeous sculpture is. Now, I bought these lilies a couple of days ago. They're just opening up now. Yeah, see, that's easy. Put another leaf there. And you need, these sticks are kind of fun. You know, where I bought these so many years ago, I have a whole package of them, and you just twist them around. And it kind of goes with the, and I like it when, what's that called, the stamens are in, but I tell you, if they get on your clothes, you get it. Now, this is one of my favorite containers, and whoever gets this gets the innards, but I need the container back. But here too, I put, this is the scented geranium. Now, I bought one scented geranium this summer. I think from, what were you talking about, that place, Middlebury? Mulberry. I think I bought it from her. And it is like this. It is huge. But they are so velvety and furry and just so pretty that I enjoy them. Now, it's kind of good to make groupings. Now, these flowers, boy, I picked these off. These were not the freshest for some reason. They looked real good in their bunch, but then they're not too good. But I did edge, with all my arrangements, I kind of do the edging with the greenery, and then you fill in. And I have Oasis. I was thinking of this for Thanksgiving, and I thought instead of just having more the autumn colors. Oh, I'm just looking at the cornucopia. I wanted to tell you how pretty your cornucopias are and your arrangements. Now, I have a husband that adores Costco. I will not shop with him. We don't do well shopping. But anyway, he came back, I think it was 2 years ago, with 200 paper plates with pumpkins on from Costco for me to use for Thanksgiving. I said, if you think I'm using paper plates for Thanksgiving, you're wrong. So his nose gets all out of joint. He keeps saying, you haven't used those plates. But next year for your party, for your Thanksgiving party, if you want to only take 75 of the plates, now these are protea. We did go to Africa several years ago, which was the most wonderful vacation we ever had. And we saw protea. Well, the whole bus had to stop, get off, take a picture of the protea. Finally, protea are like dandelions in Africa. And by the end of the trip, I said, oh, there's another protea. You know, forget it, we don't need it. And this is a croton that I had in my garden.
Do you have any yellow ones?
Pardon?
What are those yellow ones?
Oh, just a mum of some sort. Yeah. You know, they last long. But I thought they'd pick up the color of the croton leaf pretty. And then let's see.
Does the croton grow outside? I thought it was a house plant.
No, it grows beautifully outside.
And do you have to bring it in?
Well, that's the problem. Yeah, you bring it in, and then, I don't know, it loses the leaves a lot. And it took me a long time to realize you've spent $15 for a plant. You've had it all summer. So just let it go. When the weather changes, just let it go. Don't, you know, I don't have a house that has enough. But see some of these now. these Croton. But they are pretty. This is the pin cushion Croton.
From that in Trader Joe's too.
Yeah, this one was. A couple were from Heinen's. I forget now exactly, but this was. But they just had such a variety of things. Okay, we've got to keep going with these nationalities in my family. Then my son had a child, Louis Andrew Bodnar the fourth. So we're back to calling him Louis, not Andy like his dad. But he last year married a girl from Mexico. And she goes to my son one day and she said, Andy, I suppose you're wondering whether my parents are legal or not. And he said, no, Liz, Liz was born here. She's 35, lovely girl. He said, no, Liz, I'm really, hadn't thought about it. She said, well, they're illegal. So I haven't asked her anything. They're coming to visit next week. They wanted to come. They live in Seattle. And I thought, we've had the problem with all these immigrants coming over. But I thought, they've been here 35 years. The father, Jose, has a job. He repairs, I think, mechanical beds in hospitals. And at the wedding, they were just lovely people. The mother barely speaks English. I think she speaks more than she lets on. I think. Very nice. So now we have that. And I thought, well, that's interesting. Oh, this is looking pretty. Now, see, we'll get a few more yellow colors in here. But, I forgot about my sister, just to add things. She married a Jewish fella, which I don't know, we grew up in Parma, and there really weren't any Jewish people that I knew of there. A lot of Irish Catholics, but so that was different. And God love her, she has kept kosher kitchen. The kids all went to Hebrew school, everything. So I thought, well, now that's interesting. And I see I'm just filling in with some of this alstroemeria. Now the alstroemeria is another long-lasting flower. If you see it in restaurants and all, they can plunk it in the bud vase and it lasts a long time. And the funny thing is, I would have my grandkids come over. I'd say, come over and help Granny in the garden. And the last one, Ben, I said, come, Ben, help me for an hour. And I'd always work with him because he tended to lean on the shovel quite a bit. And so I'd say, Ben, we're doing such a good job. Stay another, let's do another half hour. Grandma, I told you get an hour and that's it. So, okay, then work faster, Ben. Don't be leaning on the shovel. How's this coming? Isn't that colorful and pretty? But it's something a little different just to have the yellows. A little bit of this. I think that just adds a few things. And flowers have gotten so expensive as well, everything has, that it's just sometimes fun just to, I should have added up how much these, I suppose you could do this for maybe $25 of what you buy. So, but this is low and it really lasts quite a while. Of course, these little beads are falling off. Oh, the last time I told you about the garden club, all the things we did, and there was one story I forgot to tell you, and that was, I had all these kids, and they kept wanting me to be president of garden club, and I said, I got all the kids. Well, finally the kids were through high school. Then I had all the old parents, and plus the an aunt and uncle who had no children, so we had to take care of them. Well, finally, unfortunately, they all died off, and the garden club said, "Come on, Jane, time for you to be president of garden club." I said, "Well, I'll go back and ask my husband." I don't know why I said that, because I really don't ask him anything. I do whatever I want, but I thought, he's the type, he likes to say no. Before, he's just kind of a no type guy. So I thought, okay, he's gonna say no. So I go home and I said, "Oh, honey, they want me to be garden club president. What do you think?" He said, "Yeah, you should do it." I said, "What?" Well, you have to understand, he's a funeral director. He said, "I have nothing to write in your obituary.